Let's get this party started.
In 1957, Dr. Seuss released Cat in the Hat to massive success, though unfortunately he passed before he could see the cinematic release, I guess.
I'm not so good with the rhyming. Not really. No.
So if you haven't seen this movie, maybe you should count your lucky stars, because much like a traumatic event, this movie never leaves you. Now before the lovers of this movie start running to the comments to defend it, I also love this movie. I just feel like we have a very turbulent relationship, the movie and I. It may hold the record for the most vocal stims collected for me.
Oh, the phone.
Scream and run. Look, I'm not saying we're going to sue. I'm just saying we have a case. Hi, how are you? Look, I'm a girl.
There's just something under the surface with this movie, and I can't explain it. Like, the town is just so liminal and uncanny to me. The flat colors and perfectly shaped foliage, the repeating buildings. I hate the way everyone dresses. I hate that Alec Baldwin is here. But the saving grace has always been Mike Myers as the cat. I feel like I'm not alone in this, but as much as I laugh at his jokes, there is a sense that he is not having a good time in this movie. Maybe just because his comedy steers a little more mature and now he's in a kid's film. But anyways, maybe that's just me. Until I read this article from MovieWeb writer Adam Brown. Adam Brown. That's not a real name. Nobody has that name. I found Mike Myers was forced against his will to participate in this movie.
Yes, ma'am. Right away now.
To settle a $30 million lawsuit.
That'll be $700. Who's your insurance carrier?
So in 1989, Canadian comedian Mike Myers joins the SNL cast, and during his 6-year tenure debuted some of the show's most beloved recurring characters such as Wayne Campbell, Linda Richmond, and Dieter, all characters who host their own TV shows. And after the successful release of 2 full-length movies featuring his SNL character Wayne Campbell in Wayne's World 1 and 2, excellent, Myers left SNL to focus more on movies, where he wrote and starred in the extremely successful trilogy of the Austin Powers movies, and then followed it up by voicing one of the most recognizable animated characters of all time. So in the late 90s, Universal Pictures pitched the idea to make another film featuring one of Myers' SNL characters, Dieter, the host of West German television show Sprockets.
Welcome to Sprockets, I'm your host, Dieter.
The film Dieter's Day would also feature David Hasselhoff, who we all know from, SpongeBob and that TMZ clip. That's the only thing he's done. Jack Black, and fellow SNL star Will Ferrell. So after a few years in production, around June 2000, Myers backs out of the project, completely abandoning it, citing that he was dissatisfied with the script that had come to fruition at this time. But a fun fact, he wrote the script himself. So Universal sues him, clearly unhappy that they spent millions in pre-production costs just for Myers to back out of the project. The lawsuit was for approximately $3.8 million, chump change, really. Then Imagine Studios, owned by Ron Howard and Brian Grazer, tack on an additional $30 million lawsuit for the rejection of his own script, as well as a reported pattern for breaking previous agreed-upon deals. Myers then countersues.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so it all gets settled out of court, right? On the agreement that Myers and planned Dieter's Day director Bo Welch agree to make another film for Imagine Universal.
You mean like at Universal Studios? Cha-ching.
Which, after the success Ron Howard had directing the first live-action Dr. Seuss film with Jim Carrey, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which in all honesty is probably my most quoted film, not Cat in the Hat, but I digress. They decided to run him back and do it again, this time with Myers as Cat in the Hat. Another quirky Canadian lead in a Dr. Seuss role. Sure. So I don't know how true this is, I couldn't find anything else to the contrary, but the article says that the role was offered to Tim Allen, Will Ferrell, Billy Bob Thornton, Dana Carvey, and Jerry Seinfeld. Anthropomorphic cat. I don't know if we can believe everything this guy says, though. He quotes that Carrey had the time of his life on the set of The Grinch, when I think we all know otherwise.
And I went back to my trailer and put my leg through the wall, and I told Ron Howard I couldn't do the movie. And then Brian Grazer came in, and being the fix-it man, and came up with a brilliant idea, which was to hire a gentleman who is trained to teach CIA operatives how to endure torture. It was horrifying. I was just like, it's for the kids, it's for the kids, it's for the kids.
Let the record show I still love both these movies. Okay, anyways. The movie comes out, and it struggles to make its $109 million budget back, grossing just over $134 million. And trust, these companies don't do all this for years just to make $20 million. So kids like it, but adults are confused by it. I would probably accept the fact that maybe this movie's just a little bit ahead of its time, given the fact that it's kind of grown to resurgence in meme culture. Hated saying that. I digress.
Dirty hoe. I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
I'll get you, and I'll look like a bloody accident. And you're ugly, just like your mum. Did you just call my mother ugly? Shut up! I mean it. I will end you.
Speaking of hating things, Dr. Seuss's widow, Andre Geisel, decided after she saw this movie she would no longer approve any more live-action depictions of her late husband's work. Since then, every movie from his catalog released has been animated, probably for the best. So anyways, maybe that's more of a clickbait title than the actual truth. But I feel like we need more myths in this society. I feel like we're too used to the truth nowadays. Whatever happened to spreading myths and folk tales? Like Dana Carvey being in the turtle suit during 9/11, or the Lavender Town theme in Pokemon making kids kill. That's all I have to say. Just a short one this time. Subscribe, share, tell everybody you know, spread myths. Let me know what you think about this movie. Do you love it? Do you hate it? And if you're still here for some reason and you've never watched this movie, after the cupcake scene, just turn it off. You're gonna be much better for it.
Now, who's up for a game of Canadian doubles?
Now that's my name.
Hi, I'm Jared, and I'll be auditioning for the role of Lily Potter in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Take one. Thank you. Please contact my agent.